I hear the people say.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I have in studio with me, you may know them, and I'm hoping you're watching on the Ustream because they have familiar faces and great smiles. Hi! Hello. From the A&E Network reality TV show Storage Wars. They are reality TV stars, entrepreneurs, and the best auctioneers. So let me welcome Dan and Laura Dotson to Cali's best radio show. Welcome.
Right
Thank
on.
you. Thank you.
How are you guys doing?
Fantastic, and thank you for having us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I'm so happy. Okay, so let's go ahead and let the listeners know a little bit about you guys and your business and what you have going on. Who's going to speak first?
I think my husband should. He
Well,
is the legend right here.
We can tell you about Storage Wars if you want to hear about that.
Sure.
You know, back in 07 and 08, Laura and I have a YouTube channel called The Auction Guy Dan, and we started putting YouTubes up. And in 09, when the economy took a dump, we were approached by ABC and NBC and KCAA to do a thrift economy story, and they were going to feature our auction company in the thing because we're the only cats on YouTube. So anyway, after that happened, we had 27 production companies and networks contact us over 18 months. We went in with one production company. They failed. Two production companies. They failed. Three production companies. That was Tom Beers, the guy from Deadliest
Yeah,
Catch.
you know, they saw our
Taxman.
vision. It was an auction hunt, and we kind of just wanted to show, you know, really what's in the box. And,
Right.
and these interesting characters. You know, we're on our 9th season, getting ready to start season 10.
Awesome.
And
Yeah. We've been on for 6 years. I can't believe we have a company called American Auctioneers right here in the Inland Empire. We sell auctions just about every day.
Okay, so break it down a little bit, though, for my listeners. So you guys specialize in auctioning what?
You know, we specialize in auction just about everything, but the show is all about self-storage and moving and storage. The self-storage industry is like a modern-day treasure hunt. You never know what you're going to find. When people they get hard times and they lose their stuff, you never know what they might not even know about that they have in storage, and then someone else will end up buying it, turn it into cash to feed their families, and sometimes they find great stuff. Sometimes they just, you know, they'll make a living. You know, there's a lot of $10 and $20 and $50 items in a storage unit. Usually it's household goods. Sometimes it's special stuff.
So people get into hard times, they can't pay their storage fees, and then these companies contact you or
Yeah, these companies do everything they can not to sell people stuff. They send out letters, they do notices in the paper, they make phone calls, but when all that fails and people's priorities change when their situations change. So they don't always think about that unit that they owe money on. So, you know, they just forget about it. And then we have about 7,000 people in California that buy stuff from us. And then we have 280,000 people that buy stuff from us nationwide at a new online self-storage auction company that we put together called
StorageAuctions.net.
StorageAuctions.net. Okay, got it.
And Storage Wars is about Laura and I, and we go and sell these self-storage units to 4 or 5 teams of people. We've got a guy named Daryl, and his son Brandon was in the show for years, and he's called the Gambler. And then we had an old man named Barry that was in the show, and they called him the Collector. And then there's a guy in the show called, I don't want to say his name, but he says yep a lot. And recently, you know, he got into it with my wife and we had to kick him off, and a lot of people say, oh, that's all staged. Well, it's not staged. He actually assaulted me during a filming and got his...
That's allegedly.
No.
I
know, man. We're brawling.
But you know what? I did see that YouTube clip. When they Google your name, that incident tends to come up. So
I want to apologize for my foul mouth, but I'm telling you what, when I saw him put their hands on my husband who had a brain aneurysm 1 year prior, all I could think of was that he was hitting my husband in the head, and I was going to do everything I could. And,
she was just kind of protecting her man, which was me. But you know, I don't need a lot of protecting. You know,
no, he really doesn't.
Yeah, no, but I know that wasn't staged. That was
absolutely you know, ruthless and true. And Dave, I'll just say it. I mean, he's just kind of a despicable dude, and he's been my friend, or was my friend, for 30 years. And
oh my goodness.
We made him very famous, and all he did is just
the
try to do everything he could
in the butt.
put my head under the bus tire.
Imagine that, drama on Storage Wars. I was going to
Yeah.
say, how in the world did you manage to do 10 seasons
Yeah.
off of auctioneering stuff? So there had to have been some storylines during the course of those 10
200.
seasons.
There's been
200
amazing,
shows.
just 198, 200 shows with the
200,
specials.
yeah.
Absolutely. There's just been some great stuff. Daryl the Gambler got a $300,000 collection of artwork. Real deal. It was right out of Montebello, one of our accounts. It's real. It wasn't nothing staged about that. Dave Hester came out a couple, 2 or 3 years ago and said, "Oh, everything is staged and this isn't real and I'm going to sue everybody." Well, Dave's just a liar about a lot of stuff. And he just ain't straight
Dan is
about a
keeping
lot
it
of
real
stuff.
here tonight at
Real.
Cali's Best Radio Show.
I'm just saying.
The characters are fun. Jared and Brandy are, husband and wife team that's on our show, and she just keeps him straight. I mean, he's kind of like a little, gangster. He thinks he is, but truthfully, I think she is. She wears the pants.
They actually had a spin-off show called Married to the Job.
Yeah.
Jared and Brandy, they're great people.
Oh,
and we
awesome.
motorcycle ride with them and have a lot of fun with them.
And she does it all in a pair of high heels.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the German guy is Rene
Renee
Nafoda
Casey.
with his Spanish wife. And
Yeah, Casey.
sounds
and
like a
they
Renee.
have
lot
a
of
cute little girl named
fun.
Tatiana and a dad that's been on a lot of shows. And
Yeah.
he's a great buyer down in San Diego.
And there's Mary on our show, and she's from Texas, and she's wonderful. And, and then Ivy Calvin. So, and we're hoping that everybody's going to come back this season.
When do you guys go into production for season 10?
I think we're going to, in about another month or so. They kind of, about 3 weeks ago gave us the heads up, and they said we're getting ready to really start, moving and going quick. But we know from all the seasons that it could be about another, 2 weeks to maybe a month. That's a
We got to go to Mexico in August for about a week, and we're doing a Latin America news junket for storage because we are
For
in
A&E.
60 million homes a week.
Yes, in Latin
60
America.
million homes a week.
Wow.
Storage
And you
Wars.
thought that's big.
31 languages.
About 300 million homes in,
Worldwide, right?
worldwide. Yeah.
That is awesome. So, tell me a little bit about, the auctioneering process and, about, like, the chance.
Right on.
My grandfather was an auctioneer, and I used to go visit him in Arkansas when I was 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, 1974. I said, "Grandpa, I want to be like you." And he cried like a baby, and 3 weeks later, I was an auctioneer. Best gift anybody ever gave me
At
in my
11
life.
years old.
Yeah, and when I was 16, I was on the West Coast out here, and I would ditch school, and I'd get on my Kawasaki 400 motorcycle, and I'd go down to Chino auction, and then old men would let me sell furniture and stuff. And then I finally graduated high school at 17. They would let me... They'd let me sell goats if I whipped pigs for 2 or 3 hours. My grandfather always said, "If you have a good time, you'll be the best auctioneer out there." And I was always joking. And Bob Bentley, this old auctioneer, came up to me one day and he goes, "You got to quit joking, Dan. You got to just stick to the numbers." And I knew right then and there it was time to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So
Danny, I
gave
think
my notice.
he has so much fun with it, and he loves what he does, and he's really knows how to read people well. That by the time we get done with work, and we have been doing this together now for 20 years, Danny, I think he's just ready to go. He loves people, and he loves what he does. So I don't think you felt like you ever worked a day in your life.
That's a beautiful way to do things. Let me
right?
tell you, that's a beautiful way. So you guys work as a tandem, so I understand,
Yeah.
so the roles are he's the auctioneer.
Sometimes, if I let him.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
and
right.
then what do you do?
And I'm pay the lady. I yell out, "Pay the lady." So
Laura collects all the money. Laura keeps everything straight.
Yep. High five, girlfriend.
She's and that's trademarked, by the way,
Yeah.
and registered. Don't forget to pay the lady. It's a lot more than just finishing up an auction. It's kind of an empowerment thing for women. I
Bless
think.
your heart. I think so, yes. It's not just when you're saying pay the lady, and of course you're getting paid. I think when I say it, and I tell young ladies to say it, it's about empowerment. Ladies are strong just
Make
like
people
men out
follow
there.
through and pay the
Yes.
lady.
Well,
You put in the work, then you need to be
And-
paid, and that's it.
when you ask your husband or whatever, and they say pay the lady or your boyfriend, it's paying you with love, respect, attention, and not always
Yes.
money. But hey,
I
we
used
love
to
it.
say after the auction, I say, "And don't forget to pay the blonde." And
No.
Laura would say, "Wait a minute."
It was ruder
it's
than that. He'd
pay
say,
the lady.
Go see the blonde," and and they're like, "What?" I go, "No, folks, don't forget to pay the lady."
lady.
All right,
and-
that's probably more accurate.
So don't forget to pay the lady is trademark.
Yes,
That-
sure,
that's-
and
Yeah.
pay the lady.
And pay the lady. Oh yeah.
Look at this.
And
look at
in
this.
every show, I yell it out, and we get paid. And
Awesome. She said, and we get paid.
And I give a little to Danny. No, I'm teasing.
So, say for instance, let's do a little fun thing. Like I'm single and I'm trying to auction myself off.
Oh,
no,
yes, baby.
I saw a lady do that online. I don't know, and she got a lot of money.
I bet it failed, right?
No, she got a lot of money.
She wasn't wearing much.
And a man. But if you, no, I'm just kidding. If you had to auction off, something here in the building, say this camera.
All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to throw in more than that camera.
Tell him, baby.
I'm going to go ahead and throw Carlos, and I'm going to throw him in. I'm going to throw the clock in. You're going to get everything in this damn room.
Big old microphone.
And you're going to get Laura. And you. All right, so here we go. How much money? What are you going to pay? Saying how much money? Where? How about one? What about 1,000? Where? How about 500? How about 500? What about 5 here? And 7.5.
I can hear it somewhere in the back.
1,000 there. 12.5. 15. What about 1,500? Going
A
once, twice?
listener just said 20.
1,500.
He just said 20,000. I just heard it.
Your microphone's turned on. So that's your way, Carlos. $1,750. Get down to Fine Buy New York's car. You tell a friend you sold it to you. It'll be Dan Dotson. AmericanAuctioneers.com. Thank you, man.
The engineer's got a lot on his plate.
And don't forget to
pay the lady.
Pay the lady. All right. Now, do you? And sometimes you take on that role.
I do. I love it.
So you sell something in here.
All right. Here we go. We got a bachelorette. That's right. Here we go. We got a fine, good-looking, beautiful lady right here. How much would you pay for her for a nice
around
date?
at least once.
Woo! Take her for a ride. Oh no, you know what I mean. In this fast-moving chair
Price
right here.
just went up.
Double.
Yep. Well, my husband says he'd go 5,000. I got 5,000. If it did 5,500, where I got 55, thinking now 6. 6,000. If it did 6 now, why not? 6,500. I would go 7,000, doll. Hey, why not? 7,000 here.
She's gonna put her toe in the lady pond. All right. Hey, I'll put
There
the
you
money
go.
up for that.
Yep. And honey, we're just gonna call it sold and sold my way.
Thank you so much.
And don't forget to pay the Dan.
I like that
Right?
too.
There you go.
Let's pay the Dan.
Oh my God.
That's not trademarked. Anyone can use that.
Okay, it's just been
Fun.
too much fun going on. All right. So on your website, so these things that you're not able to sell like on site, you're selling through the website, I take it?
StorageAuctions.net.
StorageAuctions.net.
Nationwide.
Nationwide.
Yeah, it's kind of, we've got so many different auctions happening that, Danny and I started this in California, and now we've got, we were just in Baltimore, Maryland yesterday, and today in Portland, Oregon, and people are like, gosh, you guys are all over the
We're
place.
physically not there.
Virtually.
I mean, we're virtually there
That's
with
virtually.
our auctions. Our AmericanAuctioneers.com is our company, and that's the one that we're here.
And our StorageAuctions.net is something that we've started up, and so we can do online auctions, and people can feel like they're storage hero. Get in there and bid on a unit.
From
and win
home,
it.
in
From
their
home.
Is
underwear.
that through Skype or?
No, they can, it's
Yep,
just
right on
it's
your
just from our
telephone.
website, StorageAuctions.net. You go on there, you register. It doesn't take any credit card, and you can just
bid
away.
online, bid away, and say, I just bought myself a unit. And, go down there and pick it up, and,
Once you're ready to
Sounds
bid,
awesome.
you need a credit card, but you can search around and sign up for nothing.
All right, very good. Now, before we get up out of
Thanks
here,
for the cheap
tell
plug. No cheap plug. Thank you.
you're quite welcome. Tell the listeners though where they can fan and follow you at.
Oh, aren't you a sweetheart? Well, on Twitter, I'm Pay the Lady Laura.
And I'm Auction Guy Dan.
Yes, and, we have a really good time with that.
Facebook,
Yes.
Laura Christine Dotson and Dan Dotson.
Yes.
And Dan and Laura Dotson, American Auctioneers.
That's it. And then on Instagram, Pay the Lady Laura.
Well, I think it's Celebrity Auctioneers and American Auctioneers on Instagram.
And
They
I one,
have
Pay the
so
Lady
Did you
Laura.
make one?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, we have so many things. I have so many things I've forgotten.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
but the main thing is you can go to their website and you can probably reach
Go to
them through that.
AmericanAuctioneers.com.
AmericanAuctioneers.com.
Thank you for cheap plug, cheap plug.
Dan and Laura Dotson, what a lovely couple. I would just like to be a fly on the wall.
I love
when
it.
you guys are arguing about something. 'cause
It's over so quick,
It starts fast and it gets vicious and furious, but
Over
it's
before
over
it
pretty
starts.
quick.
amazing couple. Thank you so much for joining me and being here at
Thank
Cali's
you.
Best Radio Show tonight. Thank you so much.
You are a lovely lady. It was a lot of fun
My
today.
pleasure.
Yeah, we'll come
my
back.
pleasure. And you definitely come back, and we're going to talk about getting them a show on KCAA with Lady I.M.Pre as their executive producer.
Oh, I love that.
All right.
Good idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we'll have our next guest on the line, so please stay tuned.
MC Hammer, boy, I'm too legit. Move around, who you moving with? Lit, you know we lit. We lit, you know we lit. Yeah, lit, you know we lit. Let's get it. MC Hammer, boy, I'm too legit. Move around, who you moving with? Lit, you know we lit. We lit, you know we lit. What? Lit, you know we lit. MC Hammer, boy, I'm too legit. Move around, who you check on the weekend. She been here too long when she leaving. Ain't you get nothing for treason it. Ain't no talking, ain't no reasoning. In the foreign, ain't no keys in it. At the party, yeah, you know we lit. In the foreign, and I hit the wheel. 2 cups, so you know I sip. 30 on me and I let it hit. Get to work, yeah, you know I will. YBA, boy, we too lit. We making money and you hate it. MC Hammer, boy, I'm too legit. Move around, who you moving with? In the kitchen and the water wheel. In the kitchen and the water wheel. Lit, you know that we lit. We lit, you know that we lit. Yeah, lit, you know that we lit. Let's get it. MC Hammer, boy, I'm too legit. Move around, who you moving with? Lit, you know that we lit. We lit, you know that we lit. What? Lit, you know that we lit. MC Hammer, boy, I'm too legit. Move around, who you moving with? Gold all in my chain. Pull up in the range. Skirt, switching lanes. Diamonds all in my rings. I don't care about you lanes. And I don't care about the fame. Balenciaga ball main. Finna check and go insane. Try to top, no brain. Light a rumor like a flame. Welcome home, Gucci Mane. Hop in a jet or a plane. Michael Jackson for a moonwalking. Look how much they foreign shoes cost. King Epic, add to the throne. YBA, boy, we stay buzzing. Lit, you know that we lit. We lit, you know that we lit. Yeah, lit, you know that we lit. Let's get it. MC Hammer, boy, I'm too legit. Move around, who you moving with? Lit, you know that we lit. We lit, you know that we lit. What? Lit, you know that we lit. MC Hammer, boy, I'm too legit. Move around, who you moving with?
We lit. That was King Epic 1234 on social media. Go ahead and check him out. We lit. Thank you so much. What an awesome couple that was. Very enjoyable. And next up, I have an upcoming artist who is here to tell us what's good with his movement. So let's go ahead and welcome him into Cali's Best Radio Show. Derek Liu, are you on the line?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Good. How are you, Derek?
I'm doing good. Excited working on my project. We got, you know what I'm saying, just dropped that single allegedly. Got some videos that we got coming out, so I'm just excited, man.
Nice. I can hear it in your voice. So the project, what's the name of the project?
I actually haven't even dropped the name or the cover yet. It's still a surprise. It's all the same.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm still holding off on that.
Is it an album or EP or?
I mean, I feel like when you give it an EP or give it the album, you know what I'm saying, or even a mixtape name, I feel like it kind of boxes it in. It's more just a project, just a compilation of music, a compilation of art, a composition of art, so I can just give to the fans. It's a solid project from 1 to however many songs the project ends up being. Of just something solid you can listen to, and of what's been going on for the past year, and just inside,
Nice.
what's going on inside Derek's head.
Nice. All right. They got something to look forward to. Tell our listeners a little bit about your background, Derek.
Well, I just started making music 3 years ago. I didn't even, I had no. I wanted to be an actor. That was me and my best friend KDL. Shout out KDL, who's my manager right now. Then he's the one who actually pushed me to be a rapper, a musician, a hip-hop artist. I just wanted to, take pictures and be behind the camera and act and smile and look cute. And he's like, nah, you going to rap. You got a message. You want to reach these people. The best and quickest way to reach masses of people is through music. And what better way? Through music. And I was like, all right, man, I don't know if they're going to like me. I didn't have a lot of confidence first coming out. And to see the reaction where we're at 3 years later, it's beautiful. I'm beautiful fans. A beautiful movement going. I met some beautiful people. Met some not so good people, but you get beautiful lessons off of that. You learn beautiful lessons from the not so good people. But
awesome.
Yeah, man, we just been rocking. That's a little bit about Derek Liu.
Sounds good. So the style of your music then is more of a message type, conscious, or is it? Yeah. Oh, awesome. So sorry to cut you off. You didn't even need to go or. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's 100% conscious. I do like to make those turn up, have fun
still interact, crowd type music, but there's also, you can still talk to the people to that.
Awesome.
You don't got to limit yourself.
I understand you've actually been touring quite a bit. Tell us about, the tour circuit. How's that going for you?
Oh man, we've been fortunate enough to be out on the road and open up for some dope artists, and along with have some one-off shows of myself being able to headline and see like where we stand as like a movement, and it's just, I just think touring is the best thing. Right after you drop some fresh music, to go and just meet all the fans, and everybody's reaction and how hyped they are off the music, and everybody rocking with you, and it's just. You can only reach so many people and so many fans through social media. When you actually get to hug them, and see them bounce with you and take pictures with them, and they finally get to say what they wanted to say for so long, and don't limit themselves to 140 characters, is really sick. So it's been super dope. After 3 years being able to open up for Dizzy Wright, I got to go on the Dizzy Wright tour. I got to open up for Skate, and I also got to open up for MGK on these past 3 years. So it's been an amazing ride.
You're doing the most.
I can't wait. I can't wait to have my own headlining tour.
You grinding it out. Do you have any performances coming up you want to let our listeners know about?
I actually do. August 20th in Portland at the D Block. Make sure you be there. Portland, Oregon. I'll be there. August 20th, D Block. Make sure you guys are there. We're gonna put up the ticket links very soon. Meet and greets, all that. We want to sell that out. I'm gonna be out there with gas, man. That's gonna be crazy.
Sounds nice. Sounds nice. So I've seen, I saw some pictures and some videos of yours. One of the pictures where you were actually like someone was either holding you up from jumping into a crowd, or you were like really connecting with the people. Like, what was that about?
Oh yeah, I don't know. We at the shows, I may seem like the music come out a little cool or like a little smooth, but not at the shows we get buck. We like, you know what I'm saying? We like at the end of the show, head banging, trying to jump into the crowd, and like that's the greatest thing is when not only are you, I don't want to sound cheesy, but like supported by your supporters in like the ultimate sense. Like y'all are really holding me up right now.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing a show. You're here for, whether you're here for my set, you are here for my set, or you aren't here for my set. Regardless, you're still rocking with me. We won you over. Like it's a beautiful feeling. It's amazing being able to have y'all lift me up like that. That's so dope.
Nice. It was an awesome picture. It really, really was. So tell me, I understand you're also doing some radio.
Right? Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Just recently, we have had some success in the radio industry ourselves. We me and my best friend / manager Cass have a show, To the Wheels Fall Off, on Dash Radio, which is on the Discovery Channel, but is now getting moved over to Buffet Boys Radio on Dash Radio. So make sure y'all go check that out. To the Wheels Fall Off Radio. It's every Thursday. It's amazing. Like, we just, at first we went off and nobody even wanted to hear what we have to say, to people messing with our music, to then now getting a radio show where we get to talk about our opinions on, like, it's just like, it's so crazy. It's crazy how God works.
Yes, amazing, awesome. You're making some really good strides in a really quick fashion. All right, so you guys, my listeners, I want you to be sure and check them out on the Dash Radio Network, To the Wheels Fall Off. Derek, we have a song from you. We have your single, Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You want to go ahead and tell us anything about it before we cue it up and play it for the listeners?
Yeah, actually, it's really just some music for the fans to hear. It's not even going to be a part of the project. I don't know if they knew that or not. You might have got an exclusive drop. That might be an exclusive.
Oh.
But yeah, if the fans didn't know that, this is just it's just something for them, you know. I'm just thank you for being patient type thing. So yeah, my new track, Allegedly, you can find it on SoundCloud. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, all the streaming sites. Go pick that up. I appreciate y'all, man.
Nice. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our ears on this track, Allegedly, from Derek Lou.
Yeah, I stay subtle when I diss him, I give him the recognition. These submissive little bitches on my dick, I hope you listening. Process who made me, bad beef is on. I'm sticking to that green diet, pockets is sore. You might like it, feel ignited, spark that Newport and bite it. Tried to kick the habit, but my demons wasn't having it. An angel came to see me, she was fighting and I bagged it. Everyone knows how that goes, asking it where'd he go. You know, acting like my people. Overheard this mention my name like we was equal. Then she proceeded to claim the fame made me evil.
He probably in the bathroom right now rolling up a casino.
So I'm used to it. Mom's got Bruce's stone. Uncle cooking, so I watch this news tune. Nothing like his TV shows. Nothing that he's seen before. This was unbelievable. How feasible to get the dope. And that's just how the story goes. Sit back, enjoy the show. Another victim addicted to snorting and shooting. I just pray they shoot for hope. Yeah. Look. See, I never understood why my anger get the best of me. I never understood why these motherfuckers heckle me. Never understood why I never understood why this pretty boy get tested. He ain't never feeling threatened. See, pretty smile, junkie tendencies. It'll be a while before they turn to show these memories of me. Lawyer said just keep the peace, don't make me beg or plead. I like Katie, reply, he keep the peace allegedly. Pretty smile, junkie tendencies. It'll be a while before they turn to show these memories of me. Lawyer said just keep the peace, don't make me beg or plead. I like Katie, reply, he keep the peace allegedly. Yeah, he keep the peace allegedly. Peace allegedly.
Nice, nice. That's Derek Lou, and allegedly, that's just the teaser. You guys got to wait for that project that's going to be dropping soon. Isn't that right, Derek?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we working on picking a single to drop here real soon.
All right, go ahead and tell my listeners where they can fan and follow you at.
Man, you guys can fan and follow me on Twitter. It's Derek Lou, DEREKLUH. Instagram is Derek_Lou. DEREK_LUH, and the YouTube is Derek Lou on YouTube. Yeah, go check me out, follow me, and I appreciate y'all for rocking me.
Derek Lou all across social media. Be sure and check him out. He's got a project coming up very shortly, and that was the teaser, allegedly. So if that's any indication, you guys want to make sure you connect with this young man. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Man, shout out to my mama. I love you and I miss you.
Aww. How sweet. All right. So we thank you so much, Derek, for joining us here at Cali's Best Radio Show tonight. Anytime you want to come back, just let us know, and be sure and send us some of that new music when you get it. All right?
Absolutely. You guys get the first drop. Thank you for having me very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. All right, listeners, let's take a little music break, and then when we come back, we'll just see what's going on.
Yeah, man. Do you ever sit and wonder sometimes, what if? I mean, like, for real though. I mean, sometimes I just think to myself, like, what if? I mean, that's a big question, right? If it was a fifth, we all be up. But what I really want to know is, what if? Hey, Sugar Free, give it to me. Come on.
What if we had a reckless mother that was king of the West Coast instead of Big Snoop Dogg? What if we never had a like Big P from the South Side going ooh? What if we never had a real woman that could raise us and teach us and show us what the real was? What if we had to take it? If you didn't have sugar-free, mother, you had to make it. Social media only adds to he say, she say. And where would I be without Tone, Pimp On, and DJ Quick? Yeah, act like you knew that. I'm glad I had somebody tell me, don't think with your boy, don't do that. Come on, you know me, man. I Pimp On, now entertain, man. That's why I stay inside my Tony tattoo. I gotta be careful when I show you stuff, cause these haters don't like you if you know too much. Yeah, now give it up if you like this, and you prefer the peace and won't get mad if you don't have no one to fight. We pull the cards around the phony. My little sister told me, act hard around their homies, yeah, because the West don't need no beef, yeah. We need our Rennies and our Roaches and our Riris and our Monique. So stay prayed up, armor on, I got it. What if you talked to that man and understood before you shot him?
The Bloods and the Crips was the same, and all join one gang. My granny wouldn't have died, man, I probably wouldn't have been from the east side. You can do what you don't and live how you won't. Say that. A phony is a phony, a homie is a homie, and you know the big homie don't play that. Catchy, sticky, rippy, roddy, lottie-dottie, we shot up the party. The old me, the new you tryna do me, you better off tryna do you. Boo-hoo, voodoo, taboo, DPGC, what it really do? I educate when I illustrate, in other words, I be teaching, reaching to each and every one. Never been a scary one, always been a down-ass, clown-ass. Reppin' my city, reputable, extra, extraordinaire, exceptionally. Never late, predicate, elevate, levitate. I'm way too high to ever hate. Papa Snoop and my mama Beverly, heavenly. Thank God for y'all having me on the real. The Bloods and the Crips was the same, and all joined one gang. My granny wouldn't have died, man, I probably wouldn't have been from the east side. You can do what you don't and live how you won't. Say that.
We had a reckless that was king of the West Coast instead of Big Snoop Dogg. We never had a like Big P from the South Side going, ooh, yeah. We never had a real woman that could raise us and teach us and show us what the real was. We had to take it. If you didn't have sugar-free, you had to make it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am showing much love to Uncle Snoop tonight. He is on a lot of different tracks that I found in the DJ pool this week, so and I like it. That was him and Sugar Free with What If. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep it moving right along. Next, I have a young, multi-talented radio personality, actor, film producer, and former rap artist, formerly known as Court Dog. Please welcome Big Court to Cali's best radio show. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's cracking? What's going on?
Everything. What's going on with you?
Oh, man, just trying to make it happen, you know, living this California lifestyle out here on y'all side, on the west.
I know that's right. Where are you from?
Man, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, my goodness. Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs. All right, then. So, Big Court, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Man, well, like I said, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I've been out here in L.A. actually about 14 years or so, you know, I'm not a new transplant.
Okay.
But, you know, I started out as a rap artist back in the 90s. I actually started out really young, and I signed to No Limit Records with Master P, actually right out of high school in '95.
Nice.
And so, you know, that was that was crazy back then. But the first album that I was a part of was Down South Hustlers. I don't know if people remember that, but actually it was the first double disc to go gold. Actually, the first rap double disc. This was before Tupac's All Eyes on Me. And so, you know, and that started my tenure with No Limit.
Nice. A double disc that went gold. You got gold records.
Oh, yeah. I put one up on Mom's wall, you know.
Nice. So, you know, since that time, you've evolved into all these other aspects of entertainment. So what lane you liking best right now?
Right now, you know, it's more about that executive seat, you know. I mean, it was a natural progression and transition actually coming from music, because actually once I did that, I had an independent label back in the day too, and you know, I kind of was like a regional celebrity. I sold quite a few records actually back in the late 90s, early 2000s. People probably knew me as Court Dog, and I was still always affiliated with No Limit, with Master P, still working closely with him and No Limit. So once I moved out to L.A. In the early about 02, 03, it was a natural transition for me to get into film and different things like that. I actually modeled. I actually did a lot of fitness modeling when I got out here, which was crazy because, you know, I'm like from the hood, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, I couldn't help how I looked, but that's what was popping at that time. And so that kind of exposed me, you know, to a different lane and, you know, start getting into, you know, photography and understanding film and different things with production. So that's what opened that up.
All right. So right now you're still doing modeling and you're doing the fitness thing and movies. What are you doing most often now?
So right now, no, I'm not doing the modeling thing. I hung that up a couple years back. So actually, I produced a movie. The first movie that I did, what happened was I actually did a host of independent movies and different straight-to-video movies. I did probably about a dozen or so of them.
Wow.
So naturally, I started getting inquisitive about the production part of it. Like, man, I started asking questions about lighting, camera, different things like that. So the first movie I produced was called Young American Gangsters, actually starring me and Cat Williams and Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. And I actually produced that. I used my own money. I spent about $200,000 on that movie.
Wow.
And so that was my first, foray into getting into production myself. And, of course, I always was working with Master P on different things, behind the scenes with him. But that was the first thing I did on my own. So, fast forward to now, I have a TV show that I just produced. The network is to be announced, but it's called The Architects of Gangster Rap, which is basically highlighting, the bosses, the real bosses that kind of set the stage for, us to get this independent money. So people like your Master P's and your Jay Princes and Ted Lucases, Earth Gotti's, Eazy-E, people that took that street acumen and that business, that street savvy, and incorporate that and brought that to corporate America, and basically got in there and told them people what they'll give them, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
As opposed to just
running the
traditional.
show.
Right. But how that stemmed from basically just that mentality, that street mentality, that go-get-it mentality, that hustle,
Right. Sounds
so
good.
that's the Architects of Gangster Rap. It'll actually be on a network to be announced this fall.
Now, is that going to be a series or it's a
will.
feature?
Yep.
Oh, nice!
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yep. I appreciate that.
That is
I appreciate
awesome. That is awesome. So, are you shooting that like in studio, or you go around the country and talk to these people? How does that work?
It depends. We've shot 3 of them so far out here, and I kind of stylized it. I made it kind of like a mix between, if you've seen Oprah's Master's Class. So, I wanted to make it mature and intimate and visually different, appealing. Then I didn't want to just do the run-of-the-mill, the rapper sitting in the studio, and different things like that. Like, I wanted to make it like a confessional. And the thing is I actually we delved deep into these guys. Like, we started from childhood. I pulled some things out of these guys that wasn't common knowledge, that wasn't just generally known about them. Because what I wanted to highlight was what made them tick, like what made them, coming from these environments with no reference point, what made them believe that they could do what they did, and hopefully that would inspire the next generation, and then to give these youngsters a reference point of what real bosses are. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, just because you got a car and a chain, that don't mean you're a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Wow, that sounds awesome, because it's there's a drive in there that's hard to explain.
Right.
I think we all have it, especially in this entertainment industry, but
exactly.
And it's kind of hard to put your finger on and hard to explain to people. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how you brought it out and some of the guests that you're going to have on the Architects of Gangster Rap. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead.
So I also understand that you are doing a radio show.
Right. That one's, that one's in it. Actually, it's kind of like, it's a radio show. It's on Playboy Radio. Okay. But we actually filmed it. We did it like it's kind of like the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
Meets Howard Stern. So it's called Doing the Most.
It's
Actually me, Master P, DJ, this guy from, he actually works with No Limit, but he was a big DJ in New Orleans. His name is Juggy. And then we have Jay Tweezy, who was actually a big radio program director down south. He actually works with No Limit as well. Okay. And so we've had, that show was crazy. It'll be coming out this fall, too. But, we've had all the hot comics. We had... and we actually had this little midget called Sassy Cassie. She would come to the show sometimes.
I saw a clip of her.
Okay. I don't know if that's politically correct, midget. I think little people is what it is, but
yeah. But she looked like she can give it back to you, though. I mean, she's.
Oh man, she's a sweetheart though. Oh, absolutely, and she talks most stuff. Man, you know, she can definitely go there with it. She's like 2 feet tall or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was. We had a stripper pole in there, man. She was up on the stripper pole. She was twerking. And I don't know if that was a twerk. It looked like more of a vibration because she's so little. You know what I mean? So
no, she gonna get you for that. She.
Yeah, they actually had her on TMZ with Pete. You know, they were talking about, is this P's new love interest when we was doing the show.
So it's a radio show, but it was recorded and it's going to be airing.
We recorded it up at Playboy Radio. We actually did it in studio. So it's formatted like Howard Stern and the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
You know, so it's kind of a mix of that.
Okay, all right. And then it's going to be showing on YouTube or.
No, they're taking that to I don't know they wanted to take it to a platform maybe like a VH1 or something like that. So
nice.
You know, again, they're working that out right now. So if I'm lucky, I'll have that and my TV show, hitting at the same time.
Wow, look at you, Big Court. They call you Big Court for a reason, not just from your size either.
For several, yeah.
So I understand, you've got a lot of entrepreneurial spirit in you as well. That you are launching or have launched True Muscle Sports. Tell me about that.
Sports. And that came by way of just, because I'm a bodybuilding enthusiast, I live a healthy lifestyle, and it was just one of those things. I got into it, some years back, and, it's almost like when you have a martial artist, they do martial arts and then they incorporate that discipline into, their life, into everyday life. You understand? So it's kind of the same way with me with fitness, the discipline, the consistency, the follow through. And I incorporate that in everything, business, creatively, relationships, everything, the kids, everything, just follow through consistency. So when I would I travel a lot. So naturally people would always ask me, what do you take? What do you take? What do you take? So I was like, well, damn, I need to be telling these people I'm taking something out home. You know what I mean?
Right, and selling it right there on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm my biggest promotion and walking billboard,
Yeah.
So that's what, and then too, getting older, understanding business and understanding that, I've had, a lot of business ventures, some failures, most good, but the failures is part of the process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I learned you have to do things that you love. You don't just do things for money. You do things, that you love, and the money will come. So
exactly.
I wanted to start doing things that I enjoyed. So it was naturally to get into some vein of fitness, and so I came up with the True Muscle Sports, TRU, which is still under the No Limit umbrella. Because, we're synonymous with True, TRU, one of our top-selling groups. And so it stands for the real you. And so I'm coming with the pre-workout and the fat burners and the whey protein. So that's going to be in the stores this fall as well.
Nice.
And online. So, yep, that's the True Muscle Sports. And I'm doing that kind of in line with, because I also, I'm also an advocate for, kids with Asperger's and autism, as I have a 16-year-old son with Asperger's.
Now, what is Asperger's?
So what I developed is a website and an app that's launching. We're still developing it right now, but it's actually called True Love.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Special Love. And so what it is it's catering toward special needs people, people that can, special needs people that's on the spectrum, from high functioning to lower functioning and everything in between, where they can, meet people and they can socialize and, find mates and different things like that safely.
Wow. Now, just briefly describe what is Asperger's?
Asperger's is usually it's on the spectrum. It's like with autism. It's usually a delay. There's some type of learning disability, or a lot of times there's social deficiencies.
Okay.
Sometimes there's speech delays. Bill Gates has Asperger's. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So a lot. It depends. It can affect you socially, just where they're socially awkward.
Right.
It could be not understanding social cues. It could be not understanding boundaries, not being able to, just mesh with people and say the right thing and do the right thing. You understand?
Right.
So it's more of a social type ailment. But then it can bleed over to academics. It can bleed over to learning disabilities, trouble reading, trouble with comprehension, different things like that. So you have hired, Dan Aykroyd has Asperger's. There's a lot of people that have Asperger's that, or you wouldn't even know unless they told you.
Right. Well, also, I mean, that's great of you to be able to at least give my listeners a little bit of knowledge about that. And again, that entrepreneurial spirit of launching basically it sounds like a dating website for special, situations and special people. So kudos to you. Before we have to get up out of here, I want you to go ahead and let my listeners know where they can fan and follow you at.
Man, they can follow me at I.M.Pre, I.AM.BIGCOURT on Instagram. They can hit me on Facebook, BitCourt. I got Twitter as well, I.M.BitCourt. So the website for the supplement is, TrueMuscleSports.com. And, they can reach out to me if they want any tips, they want any samples of the supplement, or just keep up with everything that I got going with the TV shows, the whole nine.
Nice. Is there going to be a website for the TV show?
Yes, absolutely. It's to be announced. It's coming.
Nice. All right. Cali's Best Radio Show listeners, you want to make sure you follow I Am Big Court on IG, Twitter, Facebook. Just Google it. You'll find him. He's going to be this big, good-looking guy.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And go ahead and follow him because he's got a lot of positive things going on. My goodness, everything, radio, TV, sales, stores, and all kind of stuff.
And y'all be looking for that new Master P joint, too. We just did a remix with Usher for the No Limit record.
Are you still rapping?
No.
Okay.
I just work with P with No Limit Records. I've been with No Limit 21 years, so I work in an executive capacity now.
Forever.
But,
Hey, Big Court, send me some artists from that show so we can put some music and put them through Cali's Best Radio Show as well.
That. Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, sir. Last thing, any shout-outs you want to give?
I want to give a shout-out to DC Images, Evolve PR. Want to give a shout-out to the whole No Limit Forever. Want to give a shout-out to, of course, my homie Master P. We about to do it with this Middle Finger record. I want to give a shout-out to Kansas City, the whole, hometown back there, 816 Killer City. I'm representing for the town out here trying to do it. So,
thank you so much
for the world.
It was nice having you on the show, and hopefully we'll be able to, have you back. And again, make sure you send me some music and some artists through Cali's Best Radio Show. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, our show went by so quick tonight. It's been such a fascinating show, and I just want to thank all my guests for being here, Dan and Laura Dotson, who were in studio, Derek, Lou, and also Big Court, who we just got off the phone with. So you guys be sure and stay up with your girl at Cali's Best Radio on Instagram and Twitter and also on Facebook. And you can also go to Cali'sBestRadioshow.com. If you're an artist, you want to find out how to be on the show. If you're a publicist or anybody that wants to find out how to be on Cali's Best Radio Show, just go ahead and go to the website and you'll be able to get some information there. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you again here next Thursday, 8 p.m. Cali's Best Radio Show.
This is 1050 AM KCAA Loma Linda and 106.5 FM Yucaipa.
From deep in the heart of the Wild West and pumping out to you loud and crystal clear, from sea to shining sea and all the way from pole to freezing pole and everywhere in between, it is my humble honor and pleasure to welcome you to Midnight in the Desert. I'm Heather Wade. The rules of the program, we all know this by now, right? No bad language, 2 calls per show, and I would be in your debt if you told your friends about this fine program. Now, I am so excited because I just got my copy of Whitley Strieber's book, The Key, in the mail today, and I started reading it, and it's a really difficult book to put down. Really is. It's going to be very, very good, and over my vacation next week, I hope I get a chance to finish it. It's an excellent book. From the introduction, it just grabs you in, and you have to find out what happens.